Good morning, traders, and welcome to this week's weekly market analysis, Monday the 1st of July. Of course, brand new financial year, so an opportunity for everything to reset, go back, recheck your strategies, tidy up all your taxation requirements as needed, and basically just do a little reset. So let's kick off this week in terms of data. The major data for this particular week is non-farm payrolls, job numbers, which are due out on Friday. I've got everything listed here on the side of me, so you can take a look. And also inflation from Europe. That is the highlight for this week. All right, so just take note and let's kick off with our analysis. Okay, so the Aussie US dollar, let's take a look. Let's zoom out. I've got three highlighted sets of candles there. All right, we've been trading the converging triangle. That is obvious. Let's zoom in. We've already taken a couple of winning trades from the first and the second setup. Now, let me just delete those now so that I don't clutter my chart. Okay, the third one, we had a setup as well, which our entry point, it's an engulfing candle, so it's the little bit more aggressive one. So for those of you who took it, we saw it 5 candles back, we saw it around about this level there, so we would have been short as such. However, your stop would have been set just over here somewhere, so you would have got stopped out just there. So on this particular one, it's starting to go sideways right now. We did get the 2 winning trades out of it, and on this one, we have been stopped out, okay? For the time being, at the moment, what I'll do with the Aussie dollar, because we're still very cluttered in this area here, we're very congested, should I say. I'm just waiting for it to move away, either out of that triangle, or to start to head back down again. But if I see anything really nice, I'll make sure that I post that out for you. Okay? All right, let's move along. Let's have a look at the Euro USD. Excuse me. Euro USD, I had this marker here, and this was the candle that we were looking at last week when I last spoke to you. And I said, hopefully, between that candle and the one that was forming the following day, we could get a reversal. Now that didn't happen, so that marker is no good to me. There's no trades there, we didn't set up. There is one that looks like a trade, which is that one there. It's not an actual proper reversal, but it's a very close lookalike. Some of you may have taken it. If you did, we are up on that trade, but look, I'll leave it marked, but it's not a proper trade. So on the proviso that we don't have anything in this particular market and we are looking at a converging triangle, the only thing that I can see possible now is if it should reverse again and give us one more opportunity to take that bounce. However, I feel that this was the one and it may start moving in that direction right now, in which case we are going to have to wait until we get towards the other side of the converging triangle. Okay, so there you have it. That is the Euro USD for this week. Let's move along. Let's have a look at the US yen. Okay, US yen, finally we have exited that area that I had marked out. So what I can do now is, what I'm going to look for, I can start to look for this type of trade immediately. If I see a sign of exhaustion or reversal, say over here somewhere, or it can be a little bit higher up, but I'm just circling it here just to explain the point. If I do get a nice reversal pattern, well then I'm happy to become a seller straight away. Okay, and what I'm going to try and do with this particular pattern is, if it does come back down, then on the pullbacks I'll look for reversal again, and I'm going to try and go long and continue to ride that trend for as long as I possibly can. So at first instance, what we will do is we'll mark a region. Let's just put a yellow region in there, and let's zoom in so that I can try and draw this for you. Specifically, it would be nice if we got a candle pattern that looked like this. Let's say we got this blue one here now. Let's pretend let's give it a little bit of a wick. And then immediately, if we followed that with a nice red one, kind of longish like this, that would be a really nice indicator to become a seller right at that particular point there. Okay, so look out for that one there. That's what we're looking for this morning on the US yen. So let's move along. Let's have a look at the British pound US, the cable. Okay, let's zoom in. Similar concept, that converging triangle that we've been tracking. And if we go back, we already had a position in our GBP USD. The highlighted candles was a nice reversal there. And so we already had this position and it's continued to move down. So this trade has been a real healthy one. By now, this one's definitely, let me see, the entry, that would have been the distance of your stop, because this is roughly your entry point there where I've marked it. And we can see this trade has definitely gone very close to 2 times the stop distance. So some of you may still be in this trade. If you still are, make sure that you've taken some profit out as you try to write it down further in that direction. So if we're not in a trade on this one, we need to wait until the next setup. Otherwise, you continue to play this one out as it unfolds for us. Okay, all right, let's have a look at oil. Okay, on oil, I've just added this new marker, this new top line there. We've got 1 point, 2 points. So what we're looking for now is, will there be a third point there? So what we're looking for is for the market to reach this area, show me that it's exhausted as it reaches that area, give me a good sign of reversal, and then I'd be happy to become a seller on this particular market. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a marker, just a highlight zone, and I will watch that as we approach. We're not there yet. We need to go up a little bit higher. Once we reach there, let's look for that reversal, and hopefully we get it and we can become sellers in oil, WTI. Okay, and last one for the week, let's take a look at gold. Okay, gold, we had already taken a trade off these 2 candles over here last week, if you go back and take a look, which went up there. So that one's hit our target, and I had placed a marker over here looking and on this side. So we were over here last week, so I was wanting the market to come down so we can shoot up, or go up so we can shoot in a downward direction. Now it did come down, but did not come down low enough. So you can see there that these 2 candles, nice little pattern, but it didn't happen low enough. So there's no trigger. So we're still waiting for it. So what I'll do is I will move my zone over a little bit. Likewise up here. So these markers are just for me to remember what I'm looking for, and I'm hoping that the market can go towards this area, and then it will give me an opportunity to become a buyer in this particular zone. Okay, so for now we need to wait. It could happen in the next 2-3 candles, so let's just see how that one plays out. All right, so there you have it. That's our analysis this week. Again, let's take a look at the highlights in terms of data. Non-farm payroll job numbers is the highlight. That happens on Friday. We also have inflation figures coming out on Tuesday for Europe. I've got everything listed over here, so please take note. Guys, again, start of a new financial year, so it's an opportunity to reset, take a look at our trading plans, do the maths on your trading statements, prepare everything for your accountant, and let's start fresh and move forward. Have a great trading week, and I'll speak to you next week for the weekly market analysis. Bye for now.